Okay, here we are at the front of 6236 Lakepoint Place. This is in Parker. Has a fresh grass in front. Almost looks like they resodded it within the last year, but it could just be well taken care of. It is at the end of a cul-de-sac, and it's got some mature trees. Dumpster, I think, is from the house next door. The street does flow downhill towards this. Mountain views to the south. Golf course down there. They set up for some water to not collect here and drain off, which is really nice to see. So that's real thoughtfully done. Garage door looks newer. Very nicely done. Along the side, well, there's no landscaping to maintain here. It looks like it's a synthetic stucco finish. Sandstone walk. Sorry about the sun, it's just, it's bright today. Hopefully my camera will adjust. And I think somebody's here. We'll find out. Okay, walking in the front door. Beautiful oak entry door with an arched top. Sorry I'm so close. Nice dark hardwoods here. They look to be in really good shape. There's a powder right here with pocket doors, and it goes on both sides from here to a dining area. You have a coat closet and vault ceilings with beams, steps down to a carpeted living area, and nothing in here is like original. The finish on the outside has been redone, and everything inside. This is not an original fireplace. This has been completely redone. That's like one of the top of the line gas stoves you can get. They have a niche here for the TV. Give you a view of the rest of the room. Another little closet area. The folks here work from home, and one of the things they did, this is the only floor that they don't like in the house, but they did it because of a home office. So this is pergo, and they're going to say people are going to want to tear it out. So that's the only floor that's probably lacking. They have the sunken area here, and it has a pool liner in it, so you don't have to worry about, you know, any leaks or watering and all that, and everything in here is on a drip. Here's the view out. I would tend to say most people might use this as a formal dining area. I'm going to turn this around. So you have a nice big skylight. All the skylights have been replaced. The furnace is new. There's a lot going on here. Kitchen. And it has a vault ceiling as well. Opens to an area that they landscape themselves. Synthetic countertops look to be in excellent condition. That's a Kenmore Elite double. Looks like it's a microwave over oven. But got built-in pantries here. And this is like what I would call an informal dining area here. And that's the other door to the powder. And this even has some nice views. Laundry area, this nice big open space. It's also a mudroom. So you've got a special, I don't know if you're familiar with that dryer, but the Maytag Neptune, it's got that large area above, bench and all that, window. I'm going to get the garage now. I normally do it later, but I'm right here. They had the garage door changed. It used to be a 7-foot height, and they changed it to an 8. They did an addition on the house. The garage used to stop at this wall, and there's foundation there. And I'm going to pause. Okay, let's resume. So anyway, they basically opened this area here. It looks like it's almost 8 foot wide. Hard to tell with the shelving that they have here. But they did this addition on the back, and they're very fussy about construction standards, so they did everything top notch. So the retaining wall all the way around, foundation wall I should say, in this space. So you have an extra deep space, but it's not like you can just pull 2 more cars back here. But if you wanted to park a car back here, you could. Room for lots of other things. The things that do stay are those on-racks shelving up above. Otherwise, pretty much everything else goes. And sorry, but the compressor goes. They did replace the rear door with one that's proper width, the 36-inch, this fiberglass. So I'll keep it running to walking through this house. The owners gave me a tour, and there's so much pride of everything they've done to this home. Nothing has stayed the same from when they bought it. So they did comment there's some dog scratches in the floor here that they were concerned about. There's not a lot to change. They did point out, they were real honest, there's a little crack in the ceiling right there. To me, that's a common area that can crack. And they were kind of like, darn, we missed that. You have an oak, lighter color in this bedroom here on the right. They got the shades drawn, otherwise it'd be a lot brighter in here. The door for this room was to accommodate their mother, who was elderly and had passed, but they made it wide enough for like a wheelchair to get through. And they explained to me why this toilet is positioned like this. It was for her. And it can be moved back to a normal position, but they found that it just made it easier for her to get in and out of the tub with it turned like that. So, and they say with people with kids, but I don't think that's going to work for you. So, anyway, that you might want to change. More storage here, just some shelving. I call it extra wide linen. And again, go into the lighter flooring in this room. Vaulted beam ceiling. This is master. And it's all green views out all the windows. I'm going to take you into the closet because they made a change here. Here's the original closet here, this space. And then what they did is they actually converted a small room into additional closet. So there used to be like a sitting room or something like that, study, very tiny, but they made it into a much larger walk-in closet. The reason that there's security doors on this home is for air. And so they can have the doors open. Oh, you can see the mountains to the south out here. Nice. But they like to have airflow through the house. They have brand new air conditioning unit, by the way, a couple months old, if that, and they hardly use it. They didn't use the previous one hardly. Jetted tub. I'm going to multi-talk here. So it looks like a whitewash kind of color on the cabinets. Everything is in really good condition. Temperature controlled dual setting shower multi-head unit. That's what, there's a Moen unit in the basement that keeps the pressure and temperature fairly even when you're taking a shower here. They did some frosted glass on there. And so that's, and off the master is this little sitting area. It has newer materials for the soffit, or the underside if you want to call it that. And I know that they just sit here and enjoy the views. Okay, walking into the basement area. There's a, oops, my little light fell over. There's the stairs coming down. It's a Berber with a bit of wear. And it's a ceramic tile floor with a ceramic tile splash. Now there's a doorway here with a lock on it, separating it from the main part of the house. I'm just going to go room by room, right away off the bat. Utility room. And in here we have water softener, which a lot of people tend to like. High efficiency A.O. Smith water heater. Ooh, I like that. And a pressure balancing valve so you don't get water that's too hot. That was like a nice install. So, Amana furnace looks to be in real good shape. High efficiency. And even has an April air system. I do believe that's a humidifier. So, good start. In here's storage area under the stairs. Security system box. Reverse osmosis system looks like. That's probably feeding up. Crawl space access. Here is the family room, and it has a step down, and it goes down to, this looks like this is a, it's a laminate, almost looks like tile, but it's a laminate. Feels like glue down. That's a cabinet, that big white thing, so the space will be open. Another couple sub panels, the walkout of the basement, and this is just used as like home office, but this could be dolled up. I'd probably be thinking about turning this wall into a media area. Back up 2 small steps to the bath. Dark stained cabinet, granite vessel sink. Nicely done, recessed lights. Jacuzzi toilet. All right. Here's another storage area. Oh my. So, looks like we got our network wiring here. This is an interesting thing where they actually have a Moen multi-outlet processor. And so it's feeding hot and cold to a couple areas. That's interesting to see. I almost never see that in homes around here. Here we have a bedroom, and they are apologizing. I met the owners, very nice folks. They're moving to Florida, and all the stuff in here, like the furniture is selling, the desk is leaving today, and it does have a walk-in closet. Looks like the shelving has been popped on one side. Not a big deal, I think. So let's do the backyard while I'm down here. More. There's the, wow, okay, that's a Lennox, nice unit. And quiet here in the backyard. That's the next door neighbor's house, that gray structure there. So it has an open fence to the side. I don't know if that's an HOA requirement. Lots of times I think in this area they don't allow anything more than a split rail fence. But there is wire on it for a dog. Here's a gate, walks out, and view of a golf course green. Landscaping is quite nice. Lawn is beautiful. I call it Drive It, but that's a brand name. Synthetic stucco, what appears to be in good shape. I see discoloration on the chimney. I think it's going to need a recoat in a few years. Otherwise, it'll start getting pores and developing cracks, which is common for this material. It is what I call a tri-lam roof. It's very heavy shingle. See a couple vents. They look like power vents, and skylight up there. We have a sandstone walk with some pavers in between. Another view, birds chirping. I'm surprised not to see more people playing golf. It's a gorgeous day. It's quite warm here today, actually. It's supposed to get up to like 80 degrees. So there's a little sitting area, back deck, some synthetic materials on the trim and decking. It's got a slope to it. I don't know if they're settling. No, it's built that way. They built it with a slope, and when it's open like that, you don't have to do it that slopey, but you've got their flag and another gate that takes you out. Now here's a bit of a side yard. Pine trees galore. This is AstroTurf here, so this part is synthetic, so you'll never be mowing this area. Sprinkler looks like it's been winterized already. They got a bark mulch in the beds here. Another little small deck. But you actually have to do a tour of the yard, but it's really well maintained. More view of outside the fence. So you kind of have like privacy and everything at the same time. So there's a gate here, and looks like it goes to, I'd have to see what that is. It's like a common area, but it's not a walking path. That's a heavy, coarse stone to walk on. Here's a little view of the roof. Alrighty, I think we got the outside. Now you do live by a golf course, so there are perks. I did want to point out too, there's a lot of low voltage lighting here, and I didn't really point that out. It's all wired, it's not solar. They've got drip heads here. I think they had plants in pots, and they pulled them for the winter because those are drip lines that you can run to individual pots. So, all right. Nice big tree back here. So, here's the backyard. Anyway, here's another view. This is the deck off of, I'm going to call that the dining area still. And even though you do see the house next door, you're not looking into windows. And pretty much straight out. Well, yeah, okay, so you got a golf course, but it's just one strip of it. I wanted to come out and take a look out here, and yeah, they had all the stucco work done shortly after they bought the home, and they went for top-notch workmanship. The people that did it mostly work on multi-million-dollar homes, and they had to do some structural work to reinforce because of the weight on the cantilever chimney. So they strengthened that up quite a bit, and that's the only area where if there's any fault in it, there's some little cracks starting to form, and well, that's kind of normal, especially in something with that kind of exposure. So yeah, I see very little work needed here, for sure.